Good morning, people. Welcome into your first stream of the week. Your morning stream on YouTube. I hope you're all having an awesome morning so far. Yeah, good weekend. Really good weekend. Spent some time with the family and stuff like that. Recharged the batteries after last week's hectic schedule. And now we start this week's hectic schedule. But I hope you guys all had a lovely weekend. Down here, the sun is shining, but it's absolutely freezing. It is very cold. Last night was freezing. Don't forget, if you're already in here, make sure you smash that like button. It is massively appreciated. But Sean, good morning, dude. Strafe, Brucey, how you doing? Mikey, Sharky, Callum, Fatcra, Sid, Flex, Andy, Bogdan. I hope you guys are all having an awesome morning. But yeah, plan for today. Going to record the 5:15 as always. Usual League SBC method. We're going to record the League SBC method and go over how you guarantee not to lose coins by doing League SBC method in the long term. And go from there, basically, and just sort of show you guys how you can change your League SBC method up bit by bit to guarantee that you're not making a loss as you do it, if that makes sense. Liam, how you doing, dude? How you doing? But good morning, guys. Good morning. I hope you're well. I hope you are good. Hope you are feeling amazing like I am today. Yo, Chady, how you doing, dude? How you doing? Welcome in, mate. But yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, the 5:15 is going to be about how you how you trade with this market at the moment, how you let it drop off and climb and stuff like that, because there's still coins to be made. There's still a lot of coins to be made in this market. So yeah, basically how you do that, how you work with that, and what you do. So that'll be going over the 5:15. Outside of that, we are 3 squads away from Salah, having him done. I'm very tempted to sell Corona and Manafa today, just because they're both up with the league, and eventually Salah's going to replace them. Going to replace Corona probably, because we'll have him untradeable. So there's a good amount of it, the chance that I do sell both of those today. I want to know what they're at the moment, to be fair. Have a little look. Jack, I'm good, mate. How are you? Jake, how you doing, dude? Made 100k in 3 days for your ways. Good man. Love that, bro. Love that. Things you love to see. Hang on, we're doing here. Manafa. So Manafa's road to the final is currently at 85k and I paid 55. And Jesus Corona is at 52 and I think I paid similar to that. I'm tempted to let them both go. Because the league and hype will die off soon, but Salah's going to be replacing Corona. Now, I know Manafa was up higher last night because you've got another right back, but I'm very tempted. I bought him when he was high, so I can probably get back most of my spend on him. And Manafa, we get 30k profit from him. It's just what else I do? Who else I put there for now? Could play Pedro off cam. Could play Pedro off cam, couldn't I? Go on, League SBC. I love that, Jack. Love that. League SBC will always be the one. Nothing will beat League SBC. Ever. League SBC is the best thing to do in this game. Full stop, capital letter. I have got Mukiele. I could play right back. It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. Hope you're good. Thanks for this. Made 230k the last 2 days. New methods. Do you not have any tips to get? Tips to not get market ban? Honestly, bro, it's completely random. Yeah, that's a yay done for you. There's no guarantee at all. There's no guarantee at all. You have to just work with EA basically. Just there's not much you can do outside of that. You just have to get on with it. Genuinely, that's all you can do in it. In that situation. Let's record the 5:15 to start with. Let's start with the 5:15. Let's get it recorded. Because once that's done, then we're in a good place. So we just put you guys there. I won't be able to reply to you guys, obviously, because I am recording. So I won't be able to reply to you guys. But yeah, get the 5:15 recorded and start with that, alright? And we'll go from there. Let me just quickly take that out of my ear because I was a shout too much. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. It's a brand new trading video for you today. Don't forget though, in the mornings, you get a League SBC video and you get 2 streams a day. 10 AM on YouTube and 5:30 PM on Twitch. And keep your eyes peeled to the website, especially the website Twitter as well. Black Friday is on the way, so we may have a few goodies for you guys, as well as a Black Friday sale like we run every single year for those of you that want to subscribe for the year and all that awesome stuff. So keep your eyes peeled to the website, to the videos, everything for your chance to win maybe of subscription and get involved for very, very cheap. But this video is going to basically follow a lot of what the video is going to be about this week, and it's how to trade in an unstable market. Black Friday comes on Friday. It's usually a very good fun promo for the weekend. And it will see some awesome SBCs. It will see loads of packs being opened. Best of team of the weeks, potentially in squads, in packs even. But Black Friday always brings a ridiculous amount of panic with it. It always does. And because of that, the market drops. The market drops mainly because of the panic. That's why the market drops so heavily. Because everyone's like, oh, my team's going to be worth nothing. So they all help to list it and help for it to crash because they're all listing their cards. And it's just something to be mindful of. That's part of the reason why the market dips down so low. But it's the one time of the year I allow people to use the word market crash. It annoys me when people use it outside of that because the market very rarely crashes. It just dips and climbs, and that's just how it goes. So let's talk about how you make coins. Now, I want to show you last night's buys. Just a few cheeky buys here. Just thought I'd buy a few cards last night. So we sold Trezeguet. I think we paid 185, sold for 210. This right, we paid 1844, sold for 210. All of these guys were like 175 pickups. The only right I've got left now is 190. Now, it might seem weird that I'm selling that now, but I like to get back to liquid again before 6 PM as much as I possibly can. I like to get back to liquid. So with him, I'll break even on him. I don't care about getting out of him for break even pretty much, maybe a small loss. I mean, profit elsewhere. But those icons are important because if we head over to transfer targets, we know roughly what those cards sold for. And if you look at the cards themselves, these other versions of them, you can see a Trezeguet sitting there at 192 at the moment, just sitting there chilling, right? If we look at Guardiola, we know he sold for 190 last night. There's a little dip below that, 190, 188. And they're not selling, obviously, right now. They're not selling at all. If you look at Ian Wright, again, I've got the 190 listed there. It's one of the cheapest on the market. But again, you know I sold for 210 last night. So it's bizarre that at 190, this card isn't selling. What I do is I basically call it the 5% rule, roughly give or take. And that is basically that as the market is dipping, so whenever there's sort of stress in the market and the market's coming down, I call it the 5% rule. And I take off 5% when it comes to any buy. If you've got a website, you don't need to do this. We do it all for you. But if I'm buying anything, I base what I buy everything off on a 5% drop per day. So theoretically, if you look at someone like a Trezeguet that we sold for 210 last night, give or take, I'm going to allow myself 5% tonight. So really, I want to be thinking that I'm going to sell him for like 200k. I may sell him for more than that, but my buyers will reflect that. So my buy point last night might have been 190. Tonight, today, my buy point might be around 180. And I allow myself that. Now, am I going to do the 5% drop all week? Probably not, because that means the market's going to completely fall apart. But you can generally tend to see if the 5% rule is going to work just by looking at your buys and looking at your sells. And the same thing applies to other methods. So if we're looking at, for example, right now, icons, if you're on a mid-tier budget, you might want to look at specials. So let me just get some specials up. Again, what you want to think about here is if you're watching or if you're buying tonight, I again would use the 5% rule just as much as possible because it's a very sensible rule. You're allowing for a market drop, but it's not going to crash overnight. It just dips bit by bit. So again, if I look at these cards, I have a little look and I'll flick through them and I'll look at Tielemans, for example. I'm just going to get towards the end and see if we can get there without taking 4 years, but we'll see. So if we look at Tielemans' price right now, which is going to be it's something about 30k probably, but we'll have a proper check. It's in and around sort of 34k, give or take. So I'm going to allow for sort of a 5% drop off tonight in terms of his buy and sell points. So if he's at 35 now, let's say, for argument's sake, 33 is probably going to be a sell to 35 tonight. It'll probably be a little bit higher than that, but that's what I allow myself. I might buy into him at 28 to 30k throughout the day. That's what I'm going to be comfortable with. But even if I'm not buying him, all I am going to do is whenever I see like a 35k, I'm going to add it to my transfer targets and just see if it sells. It's important for me to know if these cards are selling or not. So Tonali, you saw the other day, for example, when we bought a few of them and sold him. Again, he's obviously going to have dipped off a little bit over the weekend. People sold him in the weekend league. And then into like the Black Friday sort of drop. And Road to Knockouts coming in for this guy as well. I'm going to keep an eye on him. I'm going to see what he sells for, 64, 62. So I can see he sold for 64 and 62 there. So that's important for me to know that. again, my buy points tonight will reflect that. Be a little bit careful with Road to Knockouts, just because they do get stung a little bit with the content, with Road to Knockouts coming out, their games being played. But it gives me a rough idea. That's all it is, and allow for the 5% rule. For those of you on a lower budget though, there's so little risk involved in trading at the moment for you guys, because you can work with silvers. Anyone can do it, but you can work with silvers which aren't really affected by a market drop. If anything, silvers without supply this week will climb. So Black Friday is a promo where lots of people open packs up when they buy them. It's like 2 for 1, half price, cool. But Black Friday is also going to have lots of awesome stuff in packs. Loads of awesome stuff. Loads of SBCs and loads of stuff like that. People are going to want to open packs, but some people can't afford to buy them. So what they do instead is they go and use their cards they've got in their club to build League SBC packs. So, for example, and it's important that you know this, League got down as low last Thursday as give or take about, I'm doing basic, we'll do basic actually, about 700k, 700 coins for League the other day, okay? So if you'd have bought in at 700 coins, you'd have done pretty well, because the market in silver to League has risen quite handsomely. And as you can see, the cheapest on the market right now, 1,400 coins. You would have doubled your coins if you'd have bought in. Now, anytime we get silver supply, you guys can buy in. And I'm going to give you a new rule, and it's called the 50% rule, okay? So, essentially, when you're looking at major leagues and buying into the silver cards there, you're looking for roughly a 50% drop before you buy in. Minimum, really. So, if we get silver supply, you want to be buying in at sort of 50%. Now, judge the market accordingly. If you see a smaller drop, then you might want to buy in a little bit higher. But idealistically, you look for the 50% drop, the 50% rule. It's important that you understand that, because the market, a drop of 50% in the market is huge, and that only comes with mass supply. And so mass supply for silvers is a daily SBC that contains silver cards, anything like that. It might be a player SBC that comes out that has a silver sort of pack. So it might be a Prime Electrum for one segment, that player SBC. Again, is that sort of SBC going to drop it down 50%? No, it might be 30% or whatever it is. But the 50% rule will always guarantee you'll make profit very, very quickly. So let's say you buy 700 coins within a day or two, you should get it back to 900, 1,000, 1,100. And it's all about quantity. That's the vitally important point there. It's all about quantity. You want to buy as many as you can at that price. So let's say they come down, go and buy 100, 200. Because it might not seem like a lot of profit at first, 300 coins. But you go and buy 100 of those cards, suddenly it's 30,000 coins profit. You buy 200 of those cards, it's 60,000 coins profit. And it's vitally important that you remember that. But the 50% rule applies for something like silvers. It's as simple as that. Outside of that, again, the position changing that I've showed you guys 1,001 times always remains effective. And again, this isn't really affected by market drops. So the actual card itself, Gabriel Jesus' card itself, will dip as the market drops. Of course it's going to. But they don't come out of packs, these cards, with the position changes on them. So it doesn't really impact them too much. As you can see, Gabriel Jesus still sitting pretty. CDM at 4.5k. Still sitting there chilling, no problems. CM, even more than that. Cam will be cheaper probably because it's a cheaper position to get in there. We'll buy that one. But again, look, if you look at that, relatively simplistic. It doesn't take much work. We'll double our coins on that. These things still work. If you can instantly flip them on, you can't really go wrong, because the market's going to be what it is at that moment in time. Don't hold anything too long, no more than 24 hours. But let's sum it up. If you're working with icons and specials, work with the 5% per day rule. The market to drop 5% per day. But always, always, always keep an eye on what sells, because it might drop by more, it might drop by less. If you're working with silvers, which is what I'd advise a lot of people do, work with the 50% rule. Anytime that we get supply of them, let the market drop 50%. But always remember, you can instant flip them on. And for real safety, things like position change trading is very, very effective. It's very, very strong. The market holds up quite well on that. Again, look for instant profit. But that's how you trade in the so-called sort of Black Friday market crash. The videos this week will be me showing you guys how I'm trading, what I'm doing, and how I'm limiting my risk, so you guys can do the same thing. But don't forget, check out Foot Trading. All this stuff is done for you there. You'll make millions. And check out Black Friday. It should be starting today, I believe, on the website. So always check that sort of thing out. It's easy as that. But that's the end of the video. If you are new around here, as always, subscribe down below. Turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon. Boom. There we go. I did all my research this morning. We grind it out. It's important. It's important that you sort of know what you're talking about as you're doing it, so you're not sitting there stuttering over your words. Things you love to see. Right, let's just quickly get that uploaded for Yale to sort out. Good morning, people. If I missed you, good mornings. I apologise. I was recording Fuzzball. How are you, Dirtbike? How you doing, dude? Hope you're good, mate. Hope you are good. Right, so let me just get this sorted out. There we go. One sec like a boss. It's just about like when I first wake up in the morning or the night before, I think about what I want to say and then I sort of get myself into point with it. When you sell second informed video on Xbox, I wouldn't be holding that for too long just because he might be in packs in the best of. Like a forest, you burst into fire. Sitting in the Marsden watching the ideal place, not the ideal place fan. As in the Marsden, do you mean? The Royal Marsden Hospital. If you're there, bro, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not far from me, to be fair. If you're in the Royal Marsden, I apologise. I don't apologise, but I hope you I hope you get better soon, dude. Any sniping filters? I don't do sniping filters, bro. That's not trading. That's not teaching you guys how to trade. There we go. 10% rule, you see? Deals will always be there. 10%. And we list for 200,000. Deals will always be there. It's only 10. Oh, it's only 10. Do I want to list for 200 or a bit more than that? I'm going to go 205. One day. More than the Fuzzy one, up to over 400k weekend was very slow. Yeah, I mean, it felt very, very iffy this weekend. It felt very 140 on the low end as well. Yeah, I think we can go with that. For 155. I missed out on cold 180 this morning. I was really annoyed. I was fuming. Absolutely fuming. Mega fuming. 190, 187. Thoughts on Poch United? And if I was United fans, I would not be happy with Poch United. You've got Zidane available. It's just repeating the same mistakes of the past, in my opinion. I'd be fuming if I was a United fan at that. I don't think that's any improvement on Ollie personally. I'd probably rather Ollie stay because at least he cared about the club. I would not be a happy chappy if I was a United fan. So Gabriel Jesus already sold. Love that. Just made 70k. What players should you invest in? You shouldn't invest in players with 70k. It's not enough coins. You invest if you've got like a few 100k minimum. That's when you invest in cards. We've only got 140. Oh, always come down. 220 on the Shearer. I think I like him at 220. $257 on the Shevchenko. Are you kidding me? I don't think he's going to get below that today. I highly doubt it anyway. Compare price on him. 275 is the cheapest on the market right now. 285, I lose 14. Yeah, 285 I'm fine with. Mr. Milk 210 yesterday went to cry. That's sad. Dirtbike, are you actually in the Marsden, like the Royal Marsden? Andy, I'm good, mate. How are you, bro? Good luck getting him out of his contract. He's like Kane. 284 on a Coleman ain't terrible, but 239 on Balak. So he's in and around that no matter what you do. So we're looking at 210 that with what we've been interested in. Raquel May, Cole 220, Clivert 260. I need to check up though. I mean, I hope you're alright, bro. I'm really sorry to hear that. Thoughts with you, mate. How'd you get 240 as well? We'll look for an undercut on that. We'll look for an undercut on that, without a doubt. That 220 on that Shearer, that is low. A 250 on that overnight. Take on 17... No, 12 and a half. Takes 237. That's nearly 15k. If we can get an undercut, even better. 133. Been a long year is all you can say. I can bet, dude. I wish only the best for you from here, dude. 225. 220. Yep, life always going to throw crap at you, bro. You're very true. It's how you deal with it. It's genuinely how you deal with it. You got to fight back. Always fight back. Always fight back. Always fight back. Quite happy with those 2 pickups already. Not too bad. 3 pickups, in fact. That Trezeguet at 180 is a very good buy. That Shevchenko's a very good buy. The thing is, the base icon came out. And I think that's why people are a little bit nervous in case we get another one tonight. We may well get another one tonight, but I genuinely can't see the market dipping more than that. A 128 on an Akata, that's still small profit in the long term. It's not massive profit at all, but... Do that spine operation you can relate. I mean, the Royal Marsden's a very specified hospital. So yeah. I'm not going to sit here and say why, but... If ever you're, Dirtbike, if ever, like, you spend a bit of time in there, let me know. We'll pop in and see you, bro. Just let me know if you ever spend a period in there, then... We'll pop in. Daily feel like got 12 and Mike Tyson's got push. We got this. Exactly. The life throws crap at you 24/7. Understand that. Life is always going to throw crap at you. It's how you bounce back from it that matters. We'll go like 140 on this for a day. 7k off is 133. It's 5k profit. It's not terrible. Can't make a loss of 128 either way. Picked up maybe close to 86. That's not bad. Had to have a stem cell transplant. Am I not staying away from icons today? Not really, no. Why would I stay away from icons today? Because of icon swaps, you say? They're too damaged to fix that. Ever open Instagram DMs? The best place to get hold of me is usually Twitter. Twitter's usually the best place to get hold of me, in all honesty. There's another pack tonight, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. How do you know there's another pack tonight? How do you know there's another pack tonight? How can you be certain on that? Even if you are, the market hasn't really dipped to the last 2 packs. Not everyone's doing these SBCs. A lot of people are bored of them, I think. They keep flying out left, right and centre. 83s are 100. I don't touch 83s as fodder investments, no. 83s haven't seen any climb at all. Listen, at some point this year, they're going to bounce and climb. 100%. At some point this year, 83s are going to climb, okay? I'm just not going to tell people to go and buy them at that point because, like, I pre-invested in them for ages thinking they'd go up. They never did. You just end up sitting on them for absolutely ages and it just becomes a waste of your time. Yo, Aaron, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Well, my Discord is irrelevant, Bogdan. My Discord, me and Dan didn't tell you there's an icon pack coming tonight. People talking about it doesn't mean it's true. People are going to talk in Discord and be like 169 on Hero. Just because people in a Discord say there's going to be another icon pack tonight doesn't mean there's going to be. No worries, Dubike. I'll see you later, bro. Good luck with everything. The icon packs will be exactly. No one's doing them. The only thing you might get tonight is icon swaps, which will cause panic. But I'm fine with what I'm buying at. I can't really go wrong in the prices I'm buying at. Yeah, but Bogdan, who told you, by the way? Who told you there's going to be an icon pack tonight? 185 on the Trez. It was true about the hero yesterday. Well, yeah, but the hero's market didn't get hit yesterday, did it? Just because a pack comes out, it doesn't mean the market's going to dip. It will tell you on the website, Liam. The website will tell you what it is you should be working with. Use low mode. It tells you use low mode. Thinking the 81 plus pack room with it's in the code. The 81 plus pack's in the code. It's been in the code for ages. Bogdan, I'm not having a go at you either, by the way, bro. But just because stuff's in the pack doesn't mean you can't trade with them. It's just about being sensible in your buys. That Shevchenko I just bought, there's only one under there was only one Shevchenko under 300,000 on the market. So realistically, my risk there is very, very minimal. So, like, the Shevchenko that we just bought, we paid 257 for this Shevchenko, right? And at the time we bought it, there was only one other one on the market. So, that, yeah, I saw my icons overnight. Listen, the only thing that happens, the reason why we say stuff like on the website, is you'll get people that will go and not realise something's coming and just go and absolutely spam it. But look, that Shevchenko at 257, if you see, there's only one on the market, it's 275, and then one at 297. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. That sort of deal there is a no-brainer. Am I going to sit here right now and spend like hundreds of thousands of coins? Nah. But like, if I can find some very good deals, that Trezeguet at 180, you can't really go wrong with a Trezeguet at 180 and below. Even at 195, you're still making profit. At 195 still on that card, you're still making profit. Now the Owen I've picked up for 140, the cheapest on the market right now is 160. 115. If he gets below 100k today, buy him, he always sells. No worries, boys. Have a good one, mate. Because Black Friday card should be selling in your club. Anything that's like it's been in the best of team of the week is something that I probably wouldn't be holding on to for very long. Fodder right now is up to a decent level. I wouldn't be holding on to fodder for too much longer because the market will dip in it. You haven't got to sell fodder right now. But before Friday, because fodder gets cheap. Loveness, just watch the videos, bro. The videos give you any sort of tips on the videos you can do on web app, you can do normally. If I said a filter right now, everyone would go and use the same filter, so it wouldn't make sense. 120 on a million Zagi. Cam hunt him as well. Is this the right time to buy, bro? If you know what you're doing, the 515 sort of explains how you work with the market, the 5% rule, the 50% rule. The market works, the sort of works with that. Have to buy Neymar Messi? No, wait until Black Friday. If you're buying Neymar Messi, Black Friday's the time to buy them. If you're buying any cards, then wait till Black Friday for certain. 2-2-1 it. Thoughts on Hamilton's wing? It's fine. The FIA have said it's completely fine. I'm more interested about the Max not getting a penalty. Max should have had a penalty. Like he should have had a third penalty this week. The double wave yellows was a fine penalty, but he should have a penalty for forcing Hamilton to track. Fact. He forced him off. It's quite obvious. He got away with absolute murder. And if it was Hamilton the other way around, Hamilton would have got a penalty. But the FIA are desperate for a new world champion this year. You can see it. Gone 3.5 for 24. Some point the doubling price this time last year is when it started to climb nicely. The only thing that you got to think about there, Kane, is pack supply on Black Friday. Wanting to a full new team first, wait so much. Yeah, Scotty, I'd wait until Friday to buy the players that you want. The market should dip. Like for me, for example, I'm even tempted to sell Manafa and I'm tempted to sell Manafa. See how good the 257 deal was, guys. I'm tempted to sell Manafa and spit the words out, Fuzz. And Corona today, because they will eventually still get hit by in the market drop. Is mid-check worth the SBC? Yeah, it's not a bad SBC. It ain't an incredible SBC by any stretch of imagination, but it's not a terrible SBC. Having Mbappe in informed Neymar, is it worth selling now and buying back on Black Friday? Potentially, yeah. So we'll take a small loss on Corona and get him sold. And then Manafa will take a nice profit on. Make a nice profit on Manafa. Pins up most of free cat. I mean, yeah, okay, that's not terrible, mate. You should be fine there, to be fair. Max deserves to be champ? I disagree. I think if Max gets the championship this year, it's because of Mercedes errors and the FIA bailing him out left, right and centre. Max Verstappen's not a good racing driver. His mentality is get out of my way or I'll drive into you. He's very, very similar to Schumacher in that sense. But Schumacher had some sort of like level of driving talent. But CC can still 13k Friday, so 21k Friday night. Thanks for I love that. That's massive. That's a huge dub. It's very, very good profit. Very, very good profit. We've stacked up the Premier League quite well again for their SBC. So these cards dropped off after I bought them. Actually, to be fair, I think if I'm going to get out, I get out now. Some of them have bounced a little bit. Are you joking about Max? Not a good driver. He's not a good driver. Max isn't a good driver. If you look at any racing driver, like any drivers on the grid, they all said the exact same thing. That he's a dangerous driver. Joachim, if I sold everything, about 5 mil probably. I've got lots of stuff in the club, like investments and whatnot. He's a dangerous driver. Max Verstappen is a dangerous driver, full stop. He doesn't race people. He drives into people unless they get out of his way. Max has a much worse card. No, he's not. The Red Bulls are a way better car this year. The Red Bulls are a miles better car this year. Miles better. Everyone in the paddock says the exact same thing. It's a miles better card. If Hamilton Max is the same car speed, Gadja, his car's better this year. His car's better this year. The Red Bull's the best car. Like, his car's the best on the grid this year by a mile. The Red Bull is known to be the best car on the grid this year. I can tell the people that know F1 and the people that don't know F1 by what they say. Like, you can tell it all day long. When I look on Twitter and I see the replies to either my messages or people's messages, you can tell the people that know F1 and the people that don't know F1. Yeah, that's probably more words. That's probably more like it. He's a good, he's a good driver, just not a good racer. That's probably a better way of putting it. That's probably the best way of putting it. Yeah, and going, that's huge amounts. So then there's about love that, bro. Love that, bro. You can tell people that know. Merc is faster on circuits with straights, but most straights haven't got that. Everybody, if you ask, don't be so arrogant, dude. You can tell people don't know F1. You can tell people that don't know F1. So I spoke to you on Twitter the other day. You're Dutch. You're Dutch. So no matter what happens, you're going to be blinded by it. You're going to be absolutely blinded by Max Verstappen. You don't know F1. If you're going to turn around to me and say that Lewis has got the better car this year, you don't know. You don't know at Formula 1, full stop. The best car this year, like by miles, is the Red Bull. The best car by miles is Red Bull. This year, like coming now, Merc's upgrades and whatnot have brought him back into the fight again. But this year's best car on the grid by a mile has been the Red Bull. And if you don't know that's a fact, you don't know F1. You have no idea. If you don't know that's a fact, you know nothing about F1. And your opinion is irrelevant. Simple as that. If you want to have an actual adult discussion about it, then by all means. But if you're going to turn around and say, because you're a little fanboy, oh, Max has got a worse car, bull. Ryan, how you doing, mate? Welcome in, dude. You know nothing about F1 if you're going to sit there and say, Max has got the worst car. I don't want to hear it. You know nothing about F1 if you don't believe that Verstappen should have got penalty at Brazil. You know nothing about F1 if you don't think Verstappen should have got penalty at Monza. It is clear, and it's been clear since to anyone that's not a Verstappen fan, the FIA have wanted him to win all year. Fact. Dun, dun. You can be done. The Dutch can be done. All the people that are talking this stuff are Dutch. The only people that are sitting there disagreeing are Dutch. Nah, Charbel, the Mercedes, the Merc and the Ryan, that's amazing, bro. Maldit play me centre back though. The moment genuinely the Merc and the Red Bull are the two best cars on the grid by a mile, Charbel. The only people that disagree with what I'm saying are Dutch or Verstappen fans. Since Silverstone, Merc has a better car. No, they haven't. Where are you getting this from? At Brazil, like purely because of Hamilton's driving. If they've got the better car, why is Bottas not doing what Hamilton's doing? And why is Perez and Verstappen continue towards the top? Everyone knows the Red Bull's been the better. How did he get penalty in Brazil was nuts. But then that's a proper fan, Scotty. When Hamilton goes wrong, I fully say it every time. Every single time, without fail. Monza, he should have got penalty at Monza. Like, literally drove over Hamilton's head. He should have yielded, but he didn't. Best way to complete SBCs that I like when your club is mudded. BPM probably. Build your club up bit by bit. Club stock yourself bit by bit by bit. That's the best way to go to start with. BPM's always a shout. Like, Monza was a clear penalty. The FIA gave nothing. Like, it's been clear since day one, they are desperate for a new world champion because to the neutral, it's getting boring. Verstappen's got a massive fan base of obviously the Dutch people. Oh, yo, Sonic, how you doing, dude? Of Dutch people and whatnot that follow him everywhere, and young Formula 1 fans. Yo, Tyson, I'm good, mate. How are you, bro? And young Formula 1 fans. Anyone that watches that's young and starts watching F1 loves Max because he drives into people. He's way too arrogant. In my opinion, the people that call Hamilton arrogant, if Max is just as arrogant, in my opinion, if not more arrogant, there's a race issue there with Hamilton. When a black person is confident, and I'm not saying you're racist, by the way, but when a black person, we all, I think, fail to realise when a black person is confident or outspoken, then they're aggressive or arrogant. And when a white person does it, then they're confident and outspoken. It happens too often. He calls got nothing out for someone else. They've got taken off 20 points. I mean, the Silverstone, for example, Hamilton should have got a penalty. Fact. Like, even then, that's probably the closest to racing incident you're going to get all year. But I agree that Hamilton should have got a penalty once I looked at it like 5 or 6 times. In fact, I don't know if I agree with it, but I understand it. But Max should have got. Max full well, we all know at Monza should have got a penalty. Everyone knows at Brazil we should have got it. Really for muscle driver. Listen, if Russell was in that Merc this year, I've loved Danny Rick. I love Danny Rick. We're even at racism. Tom, it's a fact, mate. It's how society works. If you don't like it, fuck off. Simple as that. If you don't like it, fuck off. Exactly that, Scotty. It's exactly that. It's exactly that. But at the moment that a black person is confident, they're arrogant. Or the moment a black person is outspoken, they're aggressive. It's those microaggressions that people don't realise they're doing it. And for Tom Lalliman to laugh at that, you obviously can't look beyond yourself to realise that's a thing. It's been a thing for donkey's years. Danny Rick, I love TC, by the way. I love Danny Rick. If Russell was in that Merc this year, if Russell was, no, Max didn't get a penalty after Italy, no. Yeah, but Scotty, I don't disagree with the penalty when you look back at it. It's an understandable penalty. It's a completely understandable penalty. Max maybe recklessness the factor which can make a driver better. No, it's not. How can recklessness in a Formula 1 driver make them a better driver? Bravery can make them better. Recklessness cannot make a driver better. Does it count with brown people? Define brown or black? I'm confused. Define brown. I'm confused by that. Let's do my preview pack actually. As usual, terrible pack. It's a new adventure. His wife for so long though, I keep footballing and sporting discussions out of my chat. He'll be a world champion one day, I think. Yeah, because he's got an unbelievable car. By that theory, Mazepin is the best driver. What do you mean? This is quality entertainment. Your AFC, what do you mean, Kai? By what, as in the recklessness. You're not going to make Lewis the best if you drive that how he acts. I mean, that's my opinion. People need to give up on the fact that FIA give Hamilton everything. I firmly believe the FIA. I think brown people in the Middle East, such as myself. You're confusing recklessness with risk-taking. No, Verstappen's reckless. He's reckless. You can ask... All you've got to do is listen. You've got to listen to the drivers themselves. Leclerc this week literally turning around saying, if that's not penalised, I'm gonna drive aggressively and recklessly like he does. I love Lando. I love Lando. You can't not love Lando. Lando's hilarious. I felt sorry for him yesterday, man. I felt sorry for Perez yesterday as well. Like I felt sorry for Perez yesterday because I think he got it was a weird strategy for him. A really, really weird strategy. I didn't think it was very fair for them to sort of hang him out to dry the way they sort of did. Yeah, the Belgian GP was bull. That never should have happened. I don't know if I keep doing Bundesliga. Oh, I'm torn on it. I'll keep it for now. Person and aggressive big straight driver there for Mazepin should be P15. It's just, to me, it's anyone that watches F1, like, and sees Max's driving and goes, what a great driver. No, you can tell me and say, like, what an aggressive driver, or like, I love the balls he's got, fine, fantastic, but don't tell me his recklessness is good. I can't take that opinion as a valid opinion. I'm sorry, like, you got to tell me that a guy basically spends a season trying to drive into people, like, every driver saying it. Yeah, exactly. If it's balanced with Scotty, no problem. Charbel, at the moment, Prem, MLS, Bundesliga and Saudi League at the moment. But that may change. Would you say breaking even on Bundesliga? I'd hold for now a little bit longer. Eventually they're going to spike like crazy because there'll be a promo that they really need them, but... Max is a very consistent driver. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Fully. Like, all season, Max has done is get out of my way or I will drive into you. And people have something at stake, so they get out of his way. That's only going to last for so long. We're getting towards the end of the season now, and a lot of people haven't got anything to lose, so people won't get out of his way. He's only 23, he also got so much time on a top team backing him. I mean, yeah, he's got a long way to go, and I think he eventually will be a very, very good driver. Hamilton, when he was younger, was quite... I don't think he was quite as reckless as Verstappen is, but he had similar sort of things thrown at him when he was younger. As you get older, you mature. Have a good one, Scott. I'll see you soon, bro. Welcome. Max is the better driver, in my opinion, a few years ago. Wait, are you saying Max is a better driver than Lewis? Did you just say Max is a better driver than Lewis? Surely you didn't just say Max is a better driver than Lewis. Max is a way better driver than Lewis. 7 world championships versus 0. Tom, I can't have a serious conversation with you. You're Dutch, so you're blinded by it. Oh no, I'm racist now. What point did I say anyone was racist? Literally, you're making yourself look stupid, bro. You're making yourself look unbelievably stupid. Like, unbelievably stupid. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're literally, like, the amount of people in this chat that are just laughing at you, bro. Just laughing at you. Max be over par when he's outside of 30. Exactly. Exactly. Max isn't fit to lace his boots. When he wins 7 more titles, come talk to me. Talk to me when that happens. Until then, I don't want to hear it. Bam, 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 bam. Compare more titles when he is more than 10 years older. What's your point? You can't compare Lewis and Max. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Of course I can. If you're going to sit here and say that Max is a better driver than Lewis, a man who has won 7 world titles, you've just compared him. Therefore, I will give you the facts that Lewis has won 7 world titles and Max has won 0. Done. Done. If you want to sit there like a fool and go, oh, he's better than him, though. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. If you want to compare the two of them, I'll give you the facts. Simple as that. It is a fact that Lewis has won 7 world titles, Max has won none. It is a fact that any Formula 1 fan, whether a Max Verstappen fan or not, that knows Formula 1, will know that Verstappen should have been penalised in Brazil, where he would have lost points. This is like simple fact. He should have been penalised in Monza, where he would have lost points. Simple fact. Anyone that is not biased would know that. Simple as that. How can we can say Max is better? Because it's Dutch people. Dutch fans, they just don't ever realise that what they're saying is nonsense. It happens anytime there's a major Dutch sporting star. The arrogance is unbelievable. Lewis got most of his titles in Carlos Croce. Exactly. When the Ferrari could challenge. He got against his teammate, Rosberg, loads of times. Max has had 10 more years to win the titles, though. What do you mean? You honestly think Max is going to get to 7 more titles? There's a reason why Lewis has the record, alongside Schumacher. It's not a record that anyone tends to break very often. Or mate. You can't bring up Max's age when Lewis won his first championship at 23 was youngest in history. Or the fact that Lewis had to battle the Vettel in a Ferrari that actually was competitive. Do I think Hamilton's penalty... So what do you mean, Jack? I love a debate. I love a debate first thing on I'd love to debate first thing in the morning on Monday. It gets the blood flowing. I always have a conversation with people that when their conversation is an educated, legitimate conversation, I've got no problem. When it's just screaming, Max is better, I ain't got time for that shit. If you cannot realise that Max would not have discussion when Max has actually had a career. Max will come close. How do you know that? You can't turn around and go, Max will come close to him. The guy's not won a single world title this year, and if he wins one this year, I generally don't think he will win it this year. If he wins it this year, he's been gifted it. Yeah, and then beat Russell in that Merc. Good luck with that one. Lewis chasing goatness and people comparing him to Max. 7 world titles. Do I think Hamilton's pet in Great Britain was good? Yeah, I can see why it was given. Todd, you are awesome and you've got this. You're awesome and you've got this, Todd. Good morning, mate. Hope you're good. I can see why Hamilton was given the penalty in Silverstone. Get a bit angry, but trust me, this isn't me angry. If I was angry, you'd know I was angry, trust me. If you've watched any of my streams, you know when I get angry. Just trust. Lewis repeatedly beat Nico in the other motor, exactly. And continually outdrives Bottas in it. Bottas just started yesterday, don't even get me started on that. But that's the point. Hamilton's done what he's done this season without any teammate to back him up. The fact that he's even near him at the moment is unbelievable. And it shows just how much better driver he is. Please tell me, Bogdan, how did your first 4 days in the community go, bro? Oh, hello. Trust me, if you watch my streams, you know this isn't me angry. What happened to Bottas' start yesterday? You made 750k, two losses. Oh, yeah, lost 270k. That happens, bro. This is 750k is not a bad place to be, is it? Not a bad place to be at all. Came for the FIFA, staying for the F1. Like, you've got this, Todd. You've got this. Still 500k. Listen, 500k in your first day on first week on the website is unbelievable. First 4 days on the website, you made 500,000 coins. That is unbelievable. Perez has less points than Bottas, which shows that Max has to do it himself as well. Yeah, okay, I can't. Base Bottas is better than Max or Lewis. I mean, I'm saying nothing on that one. Hello, Chapo. How are you, sir? All you got to do a little bit at the moment is be a little bit mindful of the market coming down, but that's it. Why don't you just use gold cards? Don't start that again. Do you think it's the right time to buy more Kimpembe? If you're going to buy them, in my opinion, you buy them on Black Friday. In and around Black Friday, dude. That's the time to buy. Do not get started on that Kupo. Do not get started. How you doing, mate? This is Max this season levels above the rest. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Had trouble learning to use the site first. Spoke to one of the mods who helped me a lot. Now you're making 100k a day. 100,000 coins a day, JW, is 2.8 million a month. I'm good, Chapper, mate. I'm good. That's 2.8 million coins a month. Like yesterday, how far ahead they were yesterday was absolutely ridiculous. Unbelievably. Like, just by about like 10, 12 laps in, they were 30 seconds ahead of them. If League on bronze and silvers stay decreasing, I think they will only sell Prem and Dueler. League on's climbing. League on's back up again. I personally don't spend money on games, but it seems almost idiotic to purchase FIFA points. Scripted websites hearing how much people are making. Genuinely, like, the websites, it's unbelievable. Like, we work hard on it. It makes people millions. Like, once people get on the website and they start trading on the website for trading, they never go back to it. Like, it's mad. I think I've just sold that Shevchenko this morning. Bogdan, I told you, bro. I told you I'd sell it. The 257 was too good. It might be something else, but the 257 was too good to turn down. Will icons drop on a Black Friday period? Yeah, the whole market dips a little bit. Like, just don't panic too much is the most important thing. Love that. Love that. The shiver. Like, this is the point. When I hear people say to me that Max is the worst car than Lewis this year, I can't take their opinion seriously. When I hear that, I'm like, nah, it's game over. We're dead here. We're dead in the water here. This debate, the debate's over. Do I watch tennis? Yeah, I like tennis, bro. I don't watch it as much. I used to watch it religiously. I don't watch it as much as I used to. It annoys me a little bit. Although I've got Amazon Prime, it annoys me how much of tennis has been taken off of free to wear. It does wind me up a little bit. Like, I've got all the channels and whatnot, but trying to remember to watch it on Prime or to watch it on Sky Sports or on BT, it's next to impossible. Yeah, that 169 earlier on, I was tempted to buy, but I'm sort of glad I didn't buy it because he's sort of hovering. The 240 on Hadji, that was an error. I knew I should. Remember earlier on I said that 240? I was like, that 240 I should go for. I didn't. Absolute. Whoa. Hello. We shall have you. But how was Loose Boy fast and straights, and that's fact. It's only now, Kaja. It's only now. It's a simple fact. If you think the Red Bull's car is slower than Merc, you don't know anything about the car. It's done. Every single person in that paddock knows full well the Red Bull have had the best package this season by a distance. By an absolute distance. Yeah, Charbel. It's also money. Think it is money. Like, Merc keep winning the constructors, so they've got the ability to keep pumping money into that car. They've got money to keep pumping in money into the car. Let me actually open this one up. Let's just preview that back. Or shall I get better car that'll be 3 teams in one? I think next season will be more competitive. I think Merc. I think if what they're saying about Merc's car is right, then it'll be a canter for Hamilton. Like if what they're saying about the Merc car is right, it's because they'll be focused on the car for next year. If what they're saying about the car is right, then I worry for next year in terms of the lack of competitiveness. But I don't know how true it is. With 30 minutes of F1 arguing, you've got to do it sometimes. You've got to sit there and fight your corner. You have to. It's vitally important that you do. So now, F your opinion. It's not worth it. That's it. Something. Another icon's just sold. What has just sold? I'm hoping that was right because then I can lift the 170 up. But I might be wrong. The Owen. The 140 Owen sold.
Hey.
Let's get that. I'll get this white listed up for 188 and see if we get profit on it straight away.
I kind of just called to hear your voice.
We're going out at a time on them.
I've been thinking about you.
Ferrari versus Merc next season. That was the best one. Ferrari Merc. It was actually a battle. If that makes sense. It's why when people say Hamilton's had the best car again, I'm like, you obviously haven't watched F1 to know the Ferrari Merc battles and how incredible they were. They were unbelievable. Vettel Hamilton. Oh my god. I loved what that every week. What could happen when Vettel at Baku? Who remembers Vettel at Baku? He just literally turned his wheel into Hamilton. Oh my god. The world stopped. Everyone was like, oh, what's he done? It was like mad, just mad. Vettel completely lost his head.
I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days. Because I miss you. And I just thought of you.
But a few people I know that have been 15, I'm calling to up like, can you just happen to go? Brucey, so the best thing you can do if that happens is put in a subject access request at EA, okay? It's been all over the Twitter and whatnot that if you put a subject access request in when EA ban you, market ban you, whatever it is, they just unban your account because they can't be bothered to send you everything on your account for you. I mean, doing it in the McLaren was unbelievable. Winning a title ever in that McLaren was a joke. I'm so tempted to switch it over now and start doing Bundesliga and not Premier League because the Premier League's so expensive. We're going to record the League SBC in a minute. Jorginho, Busquets, Bonucci, and Walker in 2-pack. I love that. Kai, I love that. I love that all day long. That is unbelievable, bro. I think Corona's just sold as well. Mexican League. So look how cheap look. Mexican League players are next to nothing. And I can't work out if I just go the minor leagues now. But part of me is really leaning away from doing the Premier League suddenly. Rob, the problem is the panic for Black Friday. Everything starts dropping. You've just got to be careful. You got banned after buying 5 million coins. That's probably why you got banned, bro. Coin buying is not allowed. Coin buying is not allowed. So listen, the race point about Hamilton, I want to explain this to people because it's very easy. And I was one of those people that used to get offended by the fact that I thought someone was calling me a racist, okay? And I want to explain this in detail. It's not that you are a racist per se, okay? But we have a habit, as of white people or whatever it is, of these microaggressions against black people, okay? Or against people that might be Asian or Middle Eastern or whatever, right? If I turn around and be like, I'm great at what I do, and I'm great at what I do, it's confidence. Too often when a black person does it, especially black people do it, they're classed as arrogant. When somebody turns around and does what I just did there and gets quite heated about something, but it's called passion. It's called passion. It's called like wholeheartedness, whatever. But when a black person does it, it's aggression. And we don't realise we're doing it, but it's there. And people don't realise it, and it's... I'm not trying to sit and go, you're terrible, you're racist. That's not what I'm saying at all, but it sometimes takes a bit of time to look at yourself and go, hang on, is what I'm saying right? And it happens with Hamilton a lot. It happens with black sports stars full stop. Like, if Messi does well, he's confident. If Neymar does it, he's arrogant. It happens too often. And it's not about whether you're racist or not. It's just about changing the way that you approach situations. That's just my opinion on it. But when I looked at myself, I was like, hang on. Some of that has some truth in what I'm seeing. It's not said to make you feel terrible about yourself. It's just, to me, it's about looking inwardly. Premier League 5k BPM is cracked. Yeah, 100% Cooper. This is why I think I'm not going to do the Premier League for a while. I really want to do the Premier League, but they're so expensive. And I know people sit there and go, you're woke and whatnot. Like, people that say it's not about being woke. Because I'm not the most politically correct person. You guys know that by my, exactly that, Cooper. The Pogba Kane situation. It's exactly the same. Or Sterling. Like, I don't sit here. I'm not part of that woke brigade. I'm very much, I'm not overly stirred like I used to, but my brother plays Saturdays now. Leach had to stop in mid-match to hit a take the big go. Really, I'm moved to admit this. It's fact. It's fact. And it's... until you start talking about it, until you start saying that I was part of the problem, done. Like, the way that I see it is... That may be true 5, 10 years ago. No, but it's still true now. It's still true now. It's still a fact now. It still happens all the time. All the time. Exactly. Souness. Look at Souness and Pogba. All the time. Like, there would literally be, I don't know, a meteor would hit the earth, and Souness would find a way to blame Pogba about it. Patch back when BPM. Long-term profit. Yeah, exactly. Kai, sometimes it is about the long-term profit, bro. As long as you're realising that and seeing that, it's fine. Ben, I'm good, mate. How are you, bro? Day off, got morning stream on. I appreciate you coming in, dude. Appreciate it very much. But I'm not part of that woke brigade. I am myself and whatnot. I do what I need to do. Like, but it's as simple as that. Like, and if you can't see it, then I can't force you to understand it or whatever it is. But I'll keep saying it. But it's a fact. It's wholeheartedly a fact, and it's not racist to turn around and you're not a racist by turning around saying I'm part of the problem or I was part of the problem because I was part of the problem. There's nothing wrong with that. Saying that it's good. It doesn't make you suddenly. It's not like an admission that you are racist. It's just unconscious bias that we all have inside of us. We definitely get Twitch streams like, yeah, bro. I don't miss Twitch for ages. We've been consistent on both of them, bro. There is 136 of you in here. I'd really massively appreciate it if you're enjoying the stream. If you could drop it a like. If you hate it, feel free to drop a dislike. But yeah, it does help with the channel to get recommended more often. I mean, you have to have the hate Rashford gets as well. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you don't realise after the England penalty shootout, what happened then, yes, a lot of us stood behind those lads. Of course we did. Of course we did. But again, that unconscious bias that people just jump on straight away, and if that's not an unconscious bias, that's conscious bias. To go on and racially abuse young men. SPM I don't think is viable, no. I think you need to get quite lucky with SPM to make your coins back. BPM is fully viable though. This isn't really BPM though, this is a mixture of League SBC and BPM. It's the two of them really. I do appreciate everyone's just liked it, by the way. We just got up over 50 likes. I massively appreciate that. We are as well. When we started the stream, we were 25 subs, I think. 25 subs away from 32,000. We're only 21 now, which is mad. Head to the Serie A Silver Rares, fingers crossed, you should be alright, bro. Saudi League. But Dan and I, so for example, Dan and I are eventually going to hire for the website, and the other businesses we've got we're going to hire. And the one decision that we made, the one decision that I made specifically, is that when we do hire the CVs, we won't have the candidates put their name on it. We won't have the candidates put their email, just stuff like that on it, just a phone number. So that when we're looking at the CVs, we're looking at merit. We're not looking at it in an unconsciously biased way. So for us, it's a case of we don't care about, we don't want to know your name, we don't want anything else. We want to look at your stats, what you've done in your life and whatnot, and then invite you to an interview. So that way, if you're female, if you aren't white, whatever it is, it's done in the way that should be done. As simple as that. Because unconscious bias exists, and who am I to say that there's never going to be there again? You try your hardest. But we do that basically. And anyone that gets interviewed, wear what you want. That's the way we're going to see it. Wear what you want. Whatever you feel comfortable in, wear. Who am I to tell you should wear a suit? So Beverly Bonds is 1.8k, but that's still good, Batia. Still good profit. Best trading method, you have 80k coins. Work with the current League SBC cards. To look to beard and snipe on them, you should be able to flip them on quite well. Drainers, I'm good, mate. How are you, bro? Go spend like an hour. Any good things to hold overnight? I wouldn't hold anything at the moment. Unless you know what you're doing with icons, I wouldn't hold anything right now, personally. Different topic. Who should place Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at United? I just said Conte if he was available in the first place. Now, I think Pochettino's a no, in my opinion. I think it would be idiots to do that. I'd probably go with Zidane. He knows how to deal with big personalities. He knows how to deal with big personalities. For me personally, Zidane would be the play. I don't think Brendan Rodgers is a big enough name to attract the caliber of player United need. I appreciate it, James, mate. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for the kind words, mate. I try, man. I try as hard as I can. How's BPM? Unbelievable, bro. This is more League SBC than BPM, but it is unbelievable at the moment. Yeah, it needs someone who can handle these egos. Yeah, Poch to United for me would be crazy from United side. It would be crazy in my opinion. Like, Poch United, I don't get it. Kaja, I can understand that. Is it Kaja, by the way, or Kaya? Is it how you pronounce your name? I agree with that to a certain degree. But the guy was a genius at football. I think if you look at Pep, for example, and what he's done at City, I don't see why Zidane couldn't do similar at United. What am I thinking for Bonds is, so I'm selling all League, so keeping League SBC from Saudi League, MLS, and Premier League was what I was keeping, but I might change that up now because it's the most expensive one by a distance. And oh, that's annoying, 6 hours, whoops. Yeah, and selling Ligue 1, I'm torn now. I might change the way I'm doing things. Because yes, it's a 50k pack, but Let's see what the cost is actually. Like, if you look at that. It's like 3,000 coins for a Premier League player. So, it's Kaja, yeah? Kaja. Not Kaya. Kaya or Kaja. So can you, like, make it sound phonetically, so spell it how you want it pronounced? Pardon me. Spell it how you want it pronounced. So look. If one of those guys who gets on 20 sports, oh no, I love sport, full stop, bro. I just pronounce it. I just love it. Like, it's just, I love watching it. Nathan, this is the thing now. Let's have a little look, right? So this is the leagues, right? So Bundesliga 34, Premier League is 60k to complete. Mexican League 36, Saudi 31, Eredivisie 35, MLS 26, Ligue 1 28. So suddenly Ligue 1 becomes more viable in my opinion. The thing about it is, right, it's not that I won't complete the Premier League, for example. It's that I'll only complete it with untradables. Does that make sense? Kaya, okay, remember Kaya. Cool, Kaya, perfect. But like for the Premier League, you can complete the MLS and the Ligue 1. Do you see what I mean? So it's not that the Premier League won't get completed, but I will sell everything that's tradable for the Premier League. Like silvers and golds. I'm gonna explain it in the video, like in a minute when we start recording that video, but to me, it's too big of a gap to not. Love it, Todd. Craig, it's not quite yet, but in the near future, as things start to grow, because we've got quite a few businesses, we're going to need to hire someone eventually. So at some point in the near future, we'll have to hire someone. There'll need to be a hire. It's not for a little while yet, but there will be. I think it depends on the pack, probably. Ten Hag wouldn't be a bad shout, but again, egos. It's egos again, isn't it? But if anyone does want to subscribe, you do get lots of training videos and League SBC videos. You can grind this game for free and make millions. But we are literally 20 subscribers away from 32,000. Which is amazing. James, I'm good, mate. How are you, bro? And you get more awesome debates about Formula 1, football, everything. Am I Ronaldo or Messi? CR7 all the way. I know everyone's going to come at me now. That's terrible. It'll always be CR7. Always be CR7. I will always be CR7. The difference with this is, I can appreciate that Messi is unbelievable. Like, they're the two best of all time. So I understand why people love Messi. I understand why people love Ronaldo. That's the difference. David, I'm good to be fair. Today feels like an okay day. It's not perfect, but it feels like okay, which is decent. Woods, I do think there is, bro. I do think there will be. At some point soon, anyway. President, probably fodder. Black Friday should see fodder crash quite heavily. So over the course of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, look at fodder. For certain. Love that, Kaya. Finally. Finn, did you say CR7's not in the top 3 of all time? Yo, Alex, how you doing, mate? Welcome in, dude. Did you say that CR7's not in the top 3 of all time? Craig, yeah, we're looking to add it at some point soon. It's got to be viable before we add it, though. In 10 years, Verstappen, you're still here, Tom. Did we not move on from that conversation? Yeah, Chapo. The life filters are fine, bro. Just make sure you give a little check of the market before you start using them. Yeah, President. So on Black Friday, you get 2-for-1 packs. You get loads and loads of stuff on Black Friday. Those packs been opened, so the market drops. That's when you buy it, once it drops down, bro. How do you get your coins back from BPM if you don't sell the players? I'm looking to break even. McLaren versus Ferrari back in the day, Pen, mate, honestly. I sell some of them, I keep some of them. So I'm looking to break even. I'm not looking to make profit, I'm looking to break even. What I'm doing today is I'm going to get everything opened up and then work out what leagues I'm going to commit to. CR7's greatest player of all time either. I'll hear anyone that says CR7 is or Messi is. What I won't hear is Finn telling me that CR7 is not in the top 3 of all time. I will never hear that. I see Ronaldo fans do the same thing, like Messi's not. He is. The two of them are the best 2 of all time. They're the 2 best of all time. There's no debate in my opinion. CR7 will always be my GOAT. He'll always be my GOAT. But I understand why people love Messi. Lewis should have been DQ in Silverstone. If you think that's a DQ in Silverstone, again, you know nothing of F1. See, this is the point, Tom. I know full well you know nothing about Formula 1. So your opinion to pretty much everyone in here that knows it is insulting. It's irrelevant. If you think that... Say United player! If you think that was a red card, DQ, sorry, for Hamilton in Silverstone, then you know nothing of F1 and your opinion is mute. Like you know nothing of F1. If you think that's a DQ, there's no helping you. When to buy numbers up, Jota? I'd probably buy them in around Black Friday, Brian. I'd probably buy them in around Black Friday. I'm looking forward to seeing what Guan Yu Zhao does next year as well. I'm very, very interested in what Guan Yu Zhao does next year. What Maradona did Napoli makes him the best of all time? I mean, no. To me, no. Like, if you think that's a DQ, goodbye. Messi's a close second best player of all time. I'll take arguments for both sides, and I accept both arguments. So that's we've had this debate a million and one times on the Twitch stream, and I can see both sides. Probably just racist, mate, for thinking that's DQ. Me talking about microaggressions and unconscious bias seems to have you very triggered, Tom. So my assumption is probably that, yeah, you are a racist. You probably are racist. No one else in this chat seems to be triggered by what I said except for you. No Verstappen fan, no one in this chat whatsoever got triggered by the fact that I talked about microaggressions against black people, but you. So yeah, you probably do have a level of that to you. So if you don't like it, piss off. It's as simple as that. No one's making you stay here. No one is forcing you to stay. No one's forcing you to be here. It wasn't even aimed at you. It wasn't even aimed at you. It was aimed at people in general that call black sportsmen, black actors, whatever it is, arrogant and whatnot, but then we'll say that a white person is confident. The fact it wasn't aimed at you, yet you've got so pent up about it, speaks more about you than it does about me, my friend. Got to have 2 feet to be the GOAT. I mean, Lee, I agree with that. I agree. Pack Salah from League SBC and put him into Salah. Sonic, I love that, bro. people did. They just left because you became aggressive. But there's 139 people in here. There's 139 people in it. It's the highest that's been in here so far this stream. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. So you're aware. Look, watch, Tom. Do you like being wrong? Ready? Enjoy being wrong. This is the graph of people in the stream, bro. And look what it's done for the whole stream. Look at it. Just climbed. Concurrent viewers, 140. It's just climbed the whole stream. Not new sub, new viewer, loving that. Appreciate it, Chapo, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Hacking the stream back at Spy, that was unbelievable. I got my brother, because my brother's only just got interested in F1. I got him to watch back like loads of classic races and stuff like that. Like, it was unbelievable. I have to catch myself sometimes if I thought that I then perceive as being racist, but that's all it is. Kai. Yeah, Tom's the guy. I'm not racist because I have black friends, but I'm not racist, but that's all it is, Kai. And it's not about feeling terrible about yourself or feeling iffy about yourself. It's just thinking or accepting it. It's even just that, just accepting. Just accept that exists. Oh, you're a Bolton fan? Wow. You guys went through hell recently, but you're back now. You're doing bits now. I remember being there with QPR when I was younger. I went to watch UQPR. It was unbelievable. Great stadium. Reckon Messi's most talented. Yeah, again, I'm not going to argue that. I do think there was an argument for that. I do think you could say Messi is the most naturally gifted footballer. For me, Ronaldo's the best footballer because of what he brings. But there's an argument both sides of that. Yo, Stacey, how are you? Welcome in. This guy, by the way, so if ever you get this Becker, by the way, keep this guy. Sometimes he gets up to like 2-3k. Will I cry when Max wins a championship? Will you cry when Lewis does? I don't need to worry too much because Lewis has won 7 of them. I felt that feeling 7 times. Yeah, I love that JW. You have, to be fair. Stockport ruined you. I mean, I want to say something about that, right? That game against Stockport, they made Stockport out to be some plucky underdog. They are spending thousands a week on wages. They are literally minted. They're no plucky underdog. They've spent a shit ton in that league. So no, it's not quite what it looks like. Like some not like giant killing. It ain't that. Giant killing ain't that. I mean, all you seen to get all the way faster on Saturday. To be fair, from what I've seen of it, you got quite lucky. I'll keep Meadow for the 2-1 and we missed a few chances, but then after that, you dominated it. But then you can't forget that when you guys got relegated, you got absolutely battered down at ours. So it sort of works both ways. It works both ways. So you got Aaron Drinnen and we got rid of him because we didn't like him. He's actually doing bits for you guys now. How do you do League SBC trading? So you just want to use the silvers and gold cards. Silver and bronze cards, sorry. So any league that's got League SBC can compare price back out. So you might want to go transfers. Morning, Remon. How you doing, mate? You might go transfers. And you might want to work with, I don't know, Premier League maybe. And you might go to Premier League, silver. Check what they're selling for. At the moment, it's like a lot. It's a lot. Jesus Christ. Look at that. So you might go to the end here, right? As long as it's not over the hour, but it probably is going to be. There's loads over the hour. It's really annoying. Yeah, cool. So here, you might want to compare price back out. I pick anything up that you can snipe like that, or bid on them. Ronaldo's system beat around him, which is fair enough because it's Ronaldo. There's an argument for that, but at the same time, it's similar for Messi as well, isn't it? If you think about it, Messi's quite similar. We need this for the next race so we can really get excited. Imagine, Shaz. Imagine. If there's a point or whatever going into it in the final race, oh my god. I hope Max just crashes into Lewis next race. Will be banter. There's a good chance he does, really, because that's what he does, really, isn't it, Tom? Imagine wishing that 2 F1 racing drivers would crash. Just imagine being that much of a person, that much of a bellend, that you hope that racing drivers crash into each other. What a vile, nasty thing to say. What a vile, 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 nasty thing to say. You're sitting there preaching about how Lewis nearly killed Max at Silverstone, and now you're sitting there saying, I hope they crash. What a vile, horrible person you are. Meta goals at name on Messi should buy a few days before Black Friday. And I think Black Friday, that's usually when they hit the lowest. With all those packs being opened up. Yeah, his age is incredible. When I was good at his age is incredible. 3 times English and 1 time Spanish. Bond pack, love that president. Is that racist too though? No, you are racist. You're a gigantic racist. It's clear. You're so triggered by microaggressions that you literally are crying about it. How much you're crying? Those sweet, salty tears give me life, my friend. Sweet, sweet, salty tears. They give me life. Make me so happy. What a Monday morning this is. Happy I just showed it, bro. It is now, James, yeah. They've done something to that engine, right now. Yeah, Francois. Arguably, yeah. He is clutch. Tom just sitting there crying. Crying those tears. Oh, someone said microaggressions exist. Someone doesn't love Max. Oh, I'm sad. Sitting there wanking over a picture of Max. We see you, bro. We see you. No, Ramon, so the market should be gradually down this week, right? Yo, John, I'm good, mate. How are you? The market should be gradually down this week, okay? As the week progresses, it should go down, but it doesn't just crash. What will happen is it will drop a little bit, rise overnight, then drop a bit further, rise overnight. We know one dislikes it. Don't worry about that. We're going to catch again to what Fed. To be fair, you aren't wrong. You aren't wrong. Because Bottas is down tools, man, James. Bottas don't care no more. He just don't care anymore. You can see Toto getting annoyed on Saturday. You can see Toto getting annoyed on Saturday. Toto is literally like hurry up, basically. I understand. What's taking a seat still? I can't understand it. You're paid to do a job, bro. You should have the self-respect to try and win races yourself. Even if just to prove you're better as good as Hamilton. Don't blame Bottas? I do. I do think he's been treated iffy at times, but you have to remember when he came in, he was under the same rules that Rosberg was, that you let them race. And he was just completely and continually outperformed by Hamilton. And in a season like this, when Hamilton's got big rivalry and an actual someone who is challenging him, you need your players to be on point. You need your driver to be on point. And if he's not on point, you've got to bring in someone who is. Well, thank you for your videos. This is your first FIFA experience. Your guides and videos have helped you a lot. I don't have a good grasp of market yet, so sticking to BPM. That's a good place to start, Lars. I promise you over time, you will get it. You will get it over time. And if you start with the basic trading methods, you can't really go wrong. Like the one that I've continually showed all year, the position changing, you cannot make a loss on. Genuinely, you cannot make a loss on that over the course of the year. There is no loss that can be made on it. Let me show you it quickly now. So all it needs to be is a relatively usable card. Not an SBC. A relatively usable card that's half decent that someone might throw into a team. It could be even, yeah, Lee, I'll explain PT in a second for you, bro. It just needs to be a relatively usable card. Now, the one I always use and show you guys is Jesus. Now, let me show you why and what makes them usable first. We'll go over that first. See, Kaya, you and I disagreed today, right, about Max Verstappen. You notice how we've been able to not let that affect the stream too much. We just had a laugh even still. Mad, isn't it? Just Tom that can't. So, Gabriel Jesus, bit of pace, bit of dribbling, decent shooting. This sort of card is perfect for it. Usable card. Not everyone's going to use him. So it's going to be sort of a rarity of him. This is the sort of card you want to look at though. Anyone in around that could be 79 rated to 83, 84 rated. But really that's where you want to be, right? I'm actually 83 rated. No 84 so now. So someone like a Gabriel Jesus is perfect. Now you know for a striker, he sells at the moment for a 1-3-1-4, right? What we're interested in is what he sells for position changes on him because striker to centre forward and centre forward to cam. So centre forward to cam mainly has a good value. Cam to CM has quite a lot. Hammy, I've just shown you that already. Cam to CM has a massive value. It's like 5k. CM to CDM even more. So you will see that this card sells for loads more. Loads more. As a CDM. Now you're not going to get 6-8 for this card. Trust me. You'll get about 4, 5, 5,000. But you'll see the difference. And this is the best place to start because all you need to know is what these cards are currently selling for in the market roughly to make profit from it. It's really, really easy. And then Cam again, what was he selling for earlier on? Just short of 3,000, I think it was. It's climbed now. It's at 3-1. So you know there's a gap there. So your job is to try and pick him up as close to his normal price, his striker price, as possible, and flip him on. But let's say, for example, you went onto this and there was a Cam that was 2,000 coins. You could buy that, sell it for 3,000 coins. If there was a CM, you could do the same thing. CDM, do the same thing. It's really, it's honestly so easy to do. And it's literally very, very little risk because you're trading with what the market is right now and everything you need is right there. Yeah, Ryan, it's been a bit iffy for me. It's not been terrible. I've probably solidly break even, but it's not been perfect. Oh, your spokes! I didn't realize your spokes. I love that, bro. Right, Lee, let me show you this, right? Let me show you the... I'll show you the graphs and whatnot to explain it to you. It's not the easiest thing to explain, but I'll explain it to you, right? So, this is the graphs, right, for Overmars. So, Overmars 88. First thing about PC is most players are more expensive, and the reason for this is lack of supply, lack of packs being opened up. So, PC, they tend to hold higher for a lot longer, right? So something to be mindful of. That's the most important thing to start with, okay? The second thing about PC is, if you look at this here, you'll see this here, and it looks as consistent, right, as everywhere else. But the bounces on PC tend to be a lot less. The fluctuations on PC tend to be a lot less at times than they are maybe on Xbox. If you see Xbox sort of really high, big dips, big climbs. So an Xbox is a lot more buying opportunities and a lot more selling opportunities because the climbs are quite aggressive. PS doesn't have so many big drops and big climbs. When it does do it, it's massive. So when you can pick up deals, you can do very, very well from them. But it can be a longer hold, longer to wait. Because if you look here and you dip at 395, the climb there isn't massive. But at some point, that card will bang. It will go to 450 and that's when you sell them. So you've just got to be patient AF on PC, like really patient. The website covers PC. But the thing we always say about PC on the website is patience is more key on PC than anywhere else. Okay, the League SBCs is more about breaking even, opening packs. You can make profit from it, definitely. But it's more about the break even and the sort of profitability isn't the first thing you're thinking about. It's more about the packs and grinding stuff. But that's PC in a nutshell, Lee. So let's say for Overmars, you can see here, right, he's been consistently like 400, 417k. He's at 390 now. Is there really a buy point there? No, you'd want to see him at like 350, 360 to buy him. Something like that is really where you want to be, right? With Overmars on Xbox though, there's a high there of 375. He was 345 before that. Look at that climb. It dipped today to 330. If he gets back to 360 again, that'll be good profit. I didn't do the hero upgrade, Todd. I've not done it. It's not worth it. But that's what you've got to be thinking about when it comes down to it. Hopefully, Lee, that makes sense to you, bro. Hopefully that makes sense. But a lot of time it is just about patience. PC's massively about patience. Thoughts on Theo getting promoted? When did you get promoted? I love that if you did. GG's, bro. Let me clear off Chancellor Path for now. Is he still safe to flip icons overnight? Yeah. Like, if you watch the 515 video, I explain it in great detail, but utilise the 5% rule. That 184 in that treasure, I'm still interested in that. Squad. He's holding high today. I mean, what did you pay for that win earlier on? 140? It was 140, wasn't it? We paid 170 for a right, which is a dub. We're happy with that. The call I missed out on earlier on, I don't know why I didn't buy it. I'm annoyed at myself now. Love that, Lee. I'm glad to help, bro. Which is console versus PC, reference really short. Buy versus PC price is lower than console, let's say for my... Yeah, Chapper, that's a really, really good thought. If the PC price is lower than console, it's usually a good time to buy. That's a really good way to sum it up. It's not always the case, but 9 times out of 10. If I haven't done Neres yet, he's cracked. The thing about Neres is he's never going to fit into my team. I've heard he's very, very good, but he's not going to fit my team. So it's like, I'm trying to be sensible about the SBCs that I do this year. Well, I can be anyway, because I'm not always the most sensible person, but... 217 on the Balak. That's really not bad. The 221 didn't sell on the Shira. 220 again. Really enjoying it. Do you spend coins on golds? Yeah, so you can buy like 3 or 4. That's fine. Buying 3 or 4 is okay. I wouldn't want to buy more than that. When silver packs you make it work? When silver prices go up, could you quit a draft? I've got 3 silver packs and a gold pack. Potentially Sharky, but I would just keep going with the draft personally. That's just my personal thing, but I would just keep going with the draft. I might send these to club. I'm really torn. I'm torn on the SBC. I know he's just very good. He's very, very good. In terms of value and whatnot, he looks very good. If you can fit him to your team, I think it's a no-brainer. I'm torn. I'm really torn these League SBCs, but I think Premier League goes. But I'm torn because I say this about Premier League going because it's 60k, right? But 29k of that is that silver pack. $29k, that's that silver pack, and I can pack those. I think I don't do Premier League unless it's untradeable. I think that's what we do. I think that's what we do. I think we don't do Premier League unless it's untradeable, personally. Because those people are doing BPM mode, FIFA. Yeah, Ramon, it's true. If that Gravenberch goes up, infinitely usable, a great link. A great link. An absolutely superb link, in fact. Right, let me just quickly record League SBC Method to Glory, because I think that's what I think I've finally decided what we're going to do, right? I think I've finally decided what we're going to do. Let me start recording League SBC. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. Don't forget to check out Foot Trading. The Black Friday sale should have started by now. If not, it'll be starting very shortly. Awesome deals to help you guys get attached to the website, make millions of coins, and understand how great it is and how easy it is to make coins in this market using the website. Make sure you check it out whatever you do. But this is another episode of League SBC Method to Glory. Essentially, it's my RTG, like I've said before. I love League SBC Method, it's great. And I want to explain to you what we mean by free packs on this, in this method and whatnot today, as we also grind packs ourselves and do what we're doing. So I'm going to head straight away now over to Footbin, because they do the prices of SBCs very, very well, okay? And so these are all the League SBCs we've got at the moment. And I want to show you value and what's not value, okay? So you can see the price of Ligue 1, for example, 28k, MLS 26k. If you look at the Premier League, for example, it's 60,000 coins, okay? If you're doing that from scratch, although you get a 50k pack from it, it's not great value. I'm going to be doing the Premier League, but I'm only going to be doing it from now on with untradeable cards. Anything I get tradable for the Premier League will be sold. Because most Premier League bronzes and silvers are selling for around 3,000 coins minimum. And basically, if you sell all your Premier League cards and you choose 2 other leagues that you want to sell, now, feasibly at the moment, the Eredivisie is quite a good league to sell because those players are expensive with the milestones. And maybe Mexican League, they're quite high right now. You can do, if you get to just choose 3 SBCs to focus on, or 4, you will get free packs. Because the price of the Premier League players, the Liga Mexico players, the Liga and Bundesliga, whatever leagues it is that you choose to sell, will cover the cost of the other players you're packing. Simple as that. So I would advise, sell Premier League bronzes and rares, like bronzes and silvers, sorry. I'd sell those. I'd do that SBC with untradables, because there's only one squad, remember, that requires silvers and golds, silvers and bronzes. Keep saying it wrong. I'd do that. For me personally, I think I might hop back into the Ligue 1 again, and this is why you've got to be a little bit fluid with League SBC and see what it's doing. I think I head back into Ligue 1. I think I do Saudi League. I think I do both these leagues. I've got quite a few Ligue 1 players that I was just selling. I now think I'm going to keep them. I'm going to do Saudi League because a lot of those players are bronze. It's as simple as that. MLS will stay as a league, and I think I'll do Bundesliga. Now, I think Mexican League, Eredivisie, and Premier League will be sold. These guys will be sold, but again, they will be done with untradables. If I get untradables, fantastic, but any tradable cards from these will be sold in the long term. Now, I might choose to add a league that I sell, but because I trade, it's not too much of a problem. I can afford to hold cards for longer to make profit in the long term, but I think that's what we aim to do realistically. So an update from where we're at the moment. Salah is 3 squads away from being done, and so we'll be aiming to get him done very, very soon. There's a base icon pack that I have 0 interest in, it's too expensive. There's a foot hero upgrade, I have 0 interest in it, it's too expensive. But we will see what content's going to bring us in the long term. What I'm going to start by doing, I think, is getting those Premier League players sold now. I've opened up some bronzes today already, live on stream, 10 AM on YouTube, don't forget. But I'm going to go and sell those Premier League cards, go from there. I'll be right back. Right. Bada bing, bada boom, let me get you guys back up again. Play the music again. Leading that way as well. Going to start French League? I think so. I'm torn, Todd. I'm torn. I'm torn. Hi, David. Perfectly fine. More hopeful of the freshness. I can also collect the order if it's ready today, as that's the option I selected, and I'm only in Sutton, so around the corner. Don't know what's happened there. So I'll be with you guys in 2 seconds. Boom. So I ordered yesterday. I love my fruit, right? I ordered myself from some like really nice fruit. So like some like exotic fruits like mangosteens and stuff like that. Stuff I've never had before. So I thought I'd do that instead and order myself some nice fruit, because I can't have things like chocolate anymore. I can't have like high copper foods anymore, so I thought I'd go get some fruit instead. You burst in the fire. So these are ones that, look at these guys, right? I paid 800 coins for these guys. a lot of these guys I pay next to nothing for. So I'm like, it's a no-brainer to get these guys sold and make the profit from them instead of not do this. Quickest way to fill out the SBC would keep. I just use Squad Builder, Alex. I just don't use the leagues. I just don't put leagues into Squad Builder. That's all I do, really. We got the melody to set us free, singing. Can I help you upgrade your squad? I mean, potentially, but it's sort of like a more of a trading stream. I can't lie. Hammy, I've already explained it. Please stop spamming that same question in my chat. Please stop spamming. No, so just choose a league, Alex. When you do league SBC conversions, you choose the league. Like if you're gonna do it on a computer, you just go upgrade, bronze upgrade, use squad builder, and then you just go bronze and then the league you want to use. And then just do it one at a time. One league at a time. Singing Destiny. If everyone says your name, you'll donate $100. You're alright, mate. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's what I do, Alex. That's how I do it. And then if like this, if I need to add one, then move to the next league and just add a few from that league. No worries, bro. No worries at all. I just don't think I can justify the Premier League with tradables anymore because of how expensive it is. It doesn't mean I don't ever do the Premier League, it just means I don't do it with anything but tradables. Without tradables, sorry. Yeah, I've had enough. Yeah, I've had enough. It was like, nope, goodbye, done. Sorry, Sim, we're done with you, mate. We got the melody to set us free, singing. I think 3-2 seems to be a sweet spot for these to sell. What's the Discord server about? So Discord is a place where basically it's like a massive chat room, like for our community, and people just talk in there, have a laugh, help each other trade, help each other with FIFA, and then we've got special areas. So if you're a website subscriber, we've got special areas in there for you guys where we've got mods that we pay, and they help you guys make the most of the website, help you trade. It's awesome. We've got like, I think from what I've been told now, it's 7,000 people in there. And you just get basically, yeah, just get loads of help from people to help you make the most of the website, to just meet people. It's an awesome place to meet people, basically. It's... So we ban that, man. So you could have done that. To be fair, you could have done it. Best pack pull from League SBCs. Best pack pull from not League SBCs. From League SBCs, it's just been fodder so far. From non-League SBCs, for the Youngberg Hero. It's not been a great year for me so far, if I'm being entirely honest. It definitely hasn't been a great year pulls-wise. I've had much better pulls elsewhere. Yeah, exactly that, AB. Exactly that. They're just too expensive for me to justify not selling them. Because think about it, if you open up a load of bronze packs, like 40k's worth, and you get, I don't know, let's say theoretically, because it is theoretically, 5 Premier League guys, you're making sort of 15k minimum of what you spent back, plus any other leagues that you're not using too. We're 18 subscribers off of 32k. If you are new around here, it would be absolutely awesome if you could subscribe. It would be mind-blowingly good. Think about joining then because your tips upgraded if you want to use that level. I mean, the Discord's free. Anyone can join the Discord, right? Anyone can join the Discord, right? But I can't stress this enough. With the website, you will make millions of coins. You will make millions of coins. It's just a fact. You'll make millions. Simple as that. My advice might be to hold off just yet because there may be a if anyone does sub, it's massively appreciated. It's massively appreciated if anyone does sub. Maybe just hold off for now, Lee, just because there may be something later on. But you will make millions. It's as simple as that. Wait for more drop to buy a namer? Yeah, in my opinion. So all those Prem guys were just sold. A lot of coins from them. And get up again. No worries, Sujaf. How you doing, mate? Welcome in. Do I know Footmen? So yeah, we've had words before. Why? Why do we ask that, Sharky? We'll Prem the Silvers bang tonight, but they're just going up and up and up as time's going on, bro. Just as time's going on, they're just climbing. Premier League. We enjoy the website, and especially Discord. It's very, very helpful. I love that, bro. That's what we try and do as much as we possibly can. We try our hardest. We're never going to get it perfect. Sometimes things get in the way, life happens, and we don't do exactly what you want to do, but we've got it relatively solid nowadays. Like a forest, you're best in the fire. So there's 1, 2. So that over time, we'll get these ones done. But I'm not gonna spend coins on them. It's too expensive for me to be like, yeah, great idea. He made me a mob because I jumped off my roof into my pool because of a bet. Lol. BPM was ill last few days. Packed a few bronze players. 54k. Yeah, exactly, Green. It's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer. Legan. So like this one here, right? League on Uber Eats players minimum 11, exactly 11. From one club, exactly 11. So we'll have a little look and see what we've got, if any, that were anywhere near. Angers, no. Monaco, no. Girondin de Bordeaux, no. You're best in the fire. I sold you Premier League silver cards and bronze pack and picked up Premier League SBC. That's not bad at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. Stade Brestois. Stade de Rennes. Cool. I'm kind of liking what we're doing at the moment because we are... Post 1 club exactly 11, that's fine. Hello, Strafe, how you doing, mate? We'll go back that way. Wolfsburg, no. Bochum, 3. Stuttgart, 6. Union Berlin, 8. Hoffenheim. Whoa, what was that? Freiburg. Leipzig, Mönchengladbach, Leverkusen, Hertha Berlin, Gruppe. So Union Berlin is a Bielefeld we've got quite a few for. So we can go Union Berlin on this one here. Invested 8k on Prem Silvers and made 350k. I told you guys. I told you guys it was a no-brainer. No-brainer whatsoever. More world. Him there. Problem is we've got quite... It's a 95 chem team, which is a problem. Because getting chem is not going to be easy, but Union Berlin are quite cheap anyway. Bundesliga. Because I can put these guys into the other one, so it's not in the world. Where the hell is Union Berlin? There. Position goalkeeper. Silver. So look, if you think about it like this way, think about Liga and this, Bundesliga, right? For what it's going to take us to finish off this Union Berlin team, you're genuinely going to have 1 Premier League silver covers the cost of that. Like, that's the level we're talking at the moment. Shall you invest in Serie A silvers? Finn, I wouldn't be buying them like that. I would want them lower than that. Serie A silvers, yes. No more than sort of 700 coins, though, is really what you want to spend. So 2 strikers, 2 centre mids. Where you're trying to make a game, so basically, my brother plays semi-pro now, and he plays on the weekends. So I go and on Saturdays, I'm at his games. They come first. They have to come first. Mania can technically go in. Augsburg, you can go with a striker. Bayern Munich, no. Frankfurt, yes. Chandler can go in. Go for Firth, put a goalkeeper in there. Need a Cam. Mönchengladbach, he's a centre back. What I can do is finish this off with gold cards. Pretty much. Murnia, Finn Bogerson. He plays for Sutton, no, so he plays at a lower level, but he plays semi-professional. He got signed a while ago, so his football comes first. That's not me being a dick when I say that for Sutton. I love Sutton. I always will love Sutton. But it's my brother, innit? Like, always got to come first. Both my brothers, like, they're my world. I love them both very much. So I'll throw him in there. I'll play from one club. So I need a club that I haven't got. So it'll be the ones towards the end, won't it? Because they're the ones we haven't put in yet. So Stuttgart is one we haven't got yet. You think Silver Bullets will bounce? Eventually, I think yes, they will. Do I think they're going to rise anytime soon? Not anytime soon. I think you've got a little bit longer of a hold on them. To be fair, I can actually put anyone from anywhere. Any gold works here from those teams. So, gold, Bundesliga. We haven't got Bochum player, do we? Don't think they've got one. Stuttgart we've already got. Union Berlin. Just put Krosa. Easy. Dubs. What next league to invest for silvers? Probably Syria and La Liga Santander, because they're the two we haven't got yet. But Finn, you want to see what he does tonight? You're interested in what he does tonight, realistically, because I haven't looked at his graph, so I don't know whether I should tell you you should buy him. I don't know. I'm not looking at that graph. So unless I'm looking at that graph and I see it myself, I don't know if that's a buy or not. At this current moment in time, there's physically no way that I can know. Baku. Right back. No. Trap can go. I don't care about that. So Bundesliga players, their players minimum 4. We've got that already. So we've got the chem on it now. So 2 bronzes works for me. Bronze, Bundesliga, because we get these on pack, so using these is fine. I've got no qualms using those at all, because we pack these all the time. So that's the Bundesliga done there. Hope League's going to have a 50k pack to be rich. I mean, yeah, ideally. Yo, Dylan, how you doing? Welcome in, bro. So Bundesliga again now. So what's the chemistry requirement on this? 80 as well. 70 rating, 80. So let's go Bundesliga. So ideally we got Pettersson, we got Stindl. Got Sula. So what we'll probably do is wait for that one until we could use a bronze. I don't mind using the bronzes again. We'll wait for that one until we complete the conversions later on. Right wing back, shooting right back in Bundesliga. Is it actually Shocky? Is it actually? The same price. Well, it's technically like 50k, 50 quid cheaper. It's technically 50 quid cheaper, so that's pretty accurate. Throw him in there. Saudi we're still lacking on players for at the moment. We haven't got masses from the Saudi yet. Open the pack to get the Bundesliga players. I'll do my conversions first. MBS Pro League. Like, we're slowly but surely starting to fill up the DMBS. Just over time. Actually, that's not too bad, to be fair. We've got 6 Al-Shabaab now. Al-Hilal we're catching up on as well. We're getting there. We're getting there bit by bit with the Saudi. Pure Pax is doing this. Which is good. We're getting there with Saudi League. But they're going to release League SBC. If they're going to release it, it'll probably be on a Thursday. Possibly a Thursday coming. And it'd probably be, I think a 45k for both, potentially. Mexican League we're not doing at the moment. MLS. To be fair, Sharky, you tried to help me, but I appreciate it. There's nothing wrong with that trying to help. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Vancouver 2, Toronto 1, Sporting Kansas City 4, Seattle 5. But I think it's silver only and bronze only. There's 6. What team has 6? Real Salt Lake. New York City. Nashville, Minnesota. Into Miami. I'm doing alright. I've got a lot of bronzes to convert today and a lot of silvers to convert. So by later on, I should have MLS, Bundesliga, and possibly some of the Saudi League done as well. Should we only be opening packs on Black Friday? No. I keep opening my packs. I don't stop opening my packs prior to a promo because it stagnates the method otherwise. If you're not careful, it stagnates the method. You want to keep opening packs. That's how the method keeps cycling, is by opening packs. You don't want to stagnate it. What UFC is doing at the moment, you'll see it on the video, bro, but I'm selling Premier League. I'm just using it untradeable from the Premier League. Team overall mating. That's fine. Yeah, I'll do. Submit. Do the Premier League SBCs go up right? Yeah, a lot of the time they do. A lot of the time they do. It's why it's always worth just stacking up a few of the players. It's always worth having a little stack of them. So we're saving the Bundesliga, I think Liga, and I think the ones we're selling are Premier League for certain, BBVA and Eredivisie right now. I think they're the ones we sell. But untradeable, so we can do them, so it's not a problem. But that is going to be it. We've been live for well over 2 hours now. We'll be live again tonight at 5:30 on Twitch. Don't forget, as always, check out the website. I'll link you guys to it now, as always. Go and check the website out. It's always worth having a look at. We've got 3 guys on there that anyone can read. So if you learn how to trade, give those guys a read. They're wordy, they're long, but they're massively helpful. But we're live again tonight on Twitch at 5:30. So jump in the stream there. So make sure you go and look. The link's down below. Make sure you go into that. But we're live again tonight, alright? I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Enjoyed the F1 debate. It was good fun. Peace out, alright?